Good morning.
Good morning, Miep. Although it's not so good, I admit. Still, it's not the end of the world. Ellie here thinks it's the end of the world. An unhappy delay in its progress, perhaps, but not the end.
Oh, Miep, isn't it terrible?
Maybe it won't be so bad, Ellie. We just have to wait and see.
The bright side. That's the ticket.
If it won't be so bad, why did the Queen run away to England?
Queen Wilhelmina did not run away, Ellie. She'll do far better for us all in England as a symbol of a free Netherlands than as a captive monarch in The Hague. Also, it must have infuriated Hitler at an added dividend. And as for surrender, well...
Nothing will be the same. Everything will be different now.
I can't change everything, Ellie. Not everything. It's just a matter of keeping on.
That's the ticket.
Well, so much for royal declarations of neutrality.
Could have been worse, Carla. Bear it in mind, eh? It might have been bombed, like Rotterdam. Hey, think of the devastation of Rotterdam. Think of the dead.
I was merely making an observation, Clubhouse, not a judgment. Coffee, Ellie.
Will it mean anything to the business, Miep, do you think?
Oh, I don't think so, Ellie. Even the Germans like jam. Yes? Yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. Fontaine.
Hello, Miep. How are you this morning? Yes, well, we all have to make the best of it, eh? As much as they'll permit us to, at least.
Would you like some coffee? It's ready.
Not just now. Thank you, Miep.
Come.
Good morning, Mr. Frank.
Good morning.
Although, as Mr. Clubhouse says, not so good.
How are the others taking it, Miep?
As well as can be expected, I suppose.
When I left Germany in '33, the Nazis were saying, "Today Germany, tomorrow the world." Such a ridiculous boast it seemed to us then.
Never the world, surely, Mr. Frank.
Pray God. So, meanwhile, Mrs. Frank and I having a little gathering on Saturday, we would be very pleased if you and Jan would come by.
Oh, that would be lovely, Mr. Frank. Thank you.
Life goes on.
Truffes and Company.
It's me. How are you so far?
I'm trying not to be too depressed. Not very successfully, I fear. Have you seen any of them yet?
The master race? Not yet.
I've been wondering all morning what I'll do the first time I see them.
Oh, you'll look. And you'll look away and you'll go on. And so will we all as best we can. What time will you be finished tonight?
About 6, I should think.
Shall we have dinner?
Mr. Frank doesn't think the business will be affected. Particularly since we're a German firm. I suppose that may be so, but we'll just have to wait and see. I just realized what's wrong.
Is something wrong?
Yeah. Have you ever heard it so quiet here?
That's what it is. Of course. I knew something was different.
We can't let them make us start talking in whispers.
It's only the first shock. We'll go on. Definitely. We'll go on.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I want more than ever now for us to find a place we can live together.
If only we'd found something before the city began to burst with refugees. But don't worry. Somewhere in Amsterdam at this very moment, a modest flat with an affordable rent is being vacated. That flat will be ours. I guarantee it.
Do you have the address by any chance?
I'm an optimist, not a magician.
That's good enough for me.
Coming directly to the point, miss. May I call you Hermine?
Oh, if you like, I rarely use my formal name.
Coming directly to the point, Hermine, I am, as I mentioned, a representative of the Amsterdam chapter of the German Girls' Association of the Netherlands. Now, the purpose of my visit, as you may have already presumed, is to add your name to the fast increasing rolls of our membership here in Amsterdam. A brochure outlining our purposes and principles, which I believe you'll find quite inspiring. They're, of course, those of our Führer, Adolf Hitler. Our membership application. It's only a formality, of course, but I believe you'll find it very useful.
I suppose there's been some mistake. I'm not German, you see.
Born Vienna, Austria, 1909. Emigrated to the Netherlands, 1920. Presently with Mr. and Mrs. Jan Nieuwenhuis, foster parents. Religious affiliation Catholic. Presently possessing a passport of the National Socialist Republic of Germany. But are you not at Hermine
That I
Sancho?
hold a German passport was not by my choice, miss. My passport was Austrian until 1938, at the time of the German occupation of Austria, when I was forced to accept a German passport. Nonetheless, I'm an Austrian by birth and Dutch by choice, by virtue of my great affection for this country and its people.
In view of your disloyal attitude towards the fatherland, it seems curious that you've never become a naturalized citizen of this country for which you profess such misguided affection.
In recent years, I've had occasion to regret that carelessness. Never more so than now. As for your Führer's principles, I think they may best be judged by the suffering they have caused for so many thousands of innocent people. The swastika is on my passport, miss. Not on me.
Bravo. Those are the types that need such telling of.
To our Dutch friends.
Our Dutch friends.
That's friend.
Still, I think it might have been incautious of you, Miep.
If Miep chooses not to join some silly little club of those hysterical female fascists, it's none of their business.
Yeah, perhaps. More coffee, Mr. Gies.
Thank you. No, Mrs. Frank. I believe I've had my fill. You Germans like your coffee strong, all right?
You think this is strong? You should have tasted our coffee at home. This is only refugee coffee.
Coffee the spoon will stand up in. That's what's wanted. God, how I miss it.
If only that was all that was to be missed of home, Herman.
The trouble is, Edith, you still think of home as though it was still there. Germany's not there anymore, if you see what I mean.
It was already not there when we had to run away from it. Hmm?
We're all homesick. I think perhaps Edith just a little bit more.
To be realistic, I must agree with Petronella. Home is gone.
No. It followed us the other day.
Well, then, here's something we can all agree on, I think. To the Germany that was.
Prost.
Prost.
Oh, it's excellent.
You have it so many times before, Petronella.
Hey, Aunt, come on, Pet, let's dance.
Sweeping off my feet.
You're still light on your feet, Pet.
Miep, I have some news for the two of you. In respect to your search for a flat.
Which has been grown rather desperate of late, in fact. There seems to be not so much as a cupboard to be found in all Amsterdam.
I think I've managed more than a cupboard for you. We have a friend, Mrs. Sampson, quite nearby in the Honserstraat. She lives alone, but in the recent situation, she has become quite fearful of being on her own. As it happens, she has 2 rooms, rarely used, and she has decided to make them available to let. I've spoken to her about you. The rooms are yours, if you want them.
If we want them. Oh, Mr. Frank, how can we thank you?
This is wonderful news.
Hello, Miep. Hello, Mr. Gies.
Margot, where have you been keeping yourself?
In the kitchen.
I thought you went to the cinema or something. And where's your sister?
Sulking in the kitchen.
Why is she sulking, darling?
Well, because I beat her again, of course, Father.
At what? Oh, I've only played this once or twice before. I'm not very good.
Have you seen the new American film, Marianne, Miep?
Not yet. What is it?
The Philadelphia Story, starring Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant. Oh, I think Katharine Hepburn is fabulous. You know, I think I like her even better than Carol Lombard, although it's a difficult choice. Oh, I think it would be wonderful to be either one of them, don't you? Well, Cary Grant is a different story, of course. There's no question in my mind when it comes to Cary Grant. I think Cary Grant is the most terrifically handsome man in the entire world. Well, except for Daddy. Are you afraid of the Germans, Miep?
I try not to be.
But are you?
So, we only have to go down there and give them this information they want to have. It's a kind of registration.
For everyone?
No, only the Jewish people.
But why?
It's their policy, the Germans in occupied countries. It's nothing to be worried about. A formality, that's all.
But why would they want our names and where we live and what the adults do in their professions?
They are a very bureaucratic sort, the Germans. They like to have everything on record. They're very fond of paperwork, 4 copies of everything. It'll be a wonder if they don't smother themselves to death in their own paperwork long before their allies beat them.
But mostly it has something to do with their not liking us. Isn't that so, Daddy?
You sit down. And answer when you ask. Your name again. Have to ask all the questions.
Speak up. I can't hear.
Next one. Next. Sit straight, look into the camera. Chin higher, look here.
Wait! Wait!
morning, Herman. How are you feeling?
Not altogether up to snuff. But I didn't want to stay out another day. I know you can't get along without me. Krala called me at home yesterday. I didn't like at all what he had to tell me.
Oh, what was that?
That we have to register with the Germans as a Jewish firm. Travis and Companies is German as sauerkraut.
All businesses owned by Jews must register. All businesses with one or more Jewish partners must register. All businesses with a subsidiary firm or regional office of which a Jew is a director must register.
Well, I don't like this, Otto. Are they going to close us down, do you think?
I don't like to think too much about the future, Herman.
Did you see? Look. Every radio in Amsterdam has to be registered with the police. What the hell is that all about?
What's the matter, sweetheart?
I've received a letter to appear at the German consulate, Mrs. Sampson.
What about?
It doesn't say, just to appear before the 22nd October. That's tomorrow.
Ja, nachher gehen wir dann in die Kneipe, nicht bei der Dienstreise.
Nach Wache schieben immer noch?
Ja. Ich würde mal sagen, hier auf Seite 2.
Also zweite, ja?
Unbedingt.
Ja, also wir haben noch 22 Fälle hier, die wir... So machen wir das alphabetisch.
According to our information, you were recently afforded the opportunity of membership in the German Girls Association of the Netherlands. An opportunity which you chose to decline. Is this correct?
They've invalidated my passport. Does he have to leave Holland within 90 days? Does he have to go back to Austria?
For how long?
Permanently. They're deporting me, permanently.
What are you saying? Why? What's happened?
Do you remember that stupid fascist club I refused to join?
For that?
For that.
There was absolutely no possibility of compromise of some sort?
He called me an undesirable alien. A Nazi sitting at a Nazi desk in a country occupied by the Nazis, and he called me an undesirable alien. Compromise? What could I have said? That I'd join his rotten little ladies' club if he'd let me stay in my own country?
No, you could hardly have said that.
Alien. I'm as Dutch as anybody born in any building on this street.
In your heart.
Where it matters.
Not to them.
Oh, I could kick myself round the block for never having become a legal citizen. What am I going to do?
You're going to become a legal citizen.
How?
By marrying a Dutchman. If you marry a Dutchman, you'll be Dutch. They couldn't touch you. Now, all you need to do is find a handsome, intelligent, charming gentleman of Dutch birth. Sound of mind and body, financially solvent, and with a fairly promising future in his chosen profession. Offering you comfort and security in your twilight years. May I suggest such a gentleman?
On all the occasions we discussed the possibility of marriage, I never imagined that the actual proposal would be quite like this.
I might have done it in a more conventional way, but this was so much more interesting, don't you think?
That's true. Do it in a conventional way.
Will you marry me, my love?
Yes.
Right, Jan? Miep, come on. Please. Please. Yes, yes. Little bit closer, closer. Ah, fine. So close, Ellie. Mrs. Frank, please. All this way now. Smile, everyone. Please. Thank you.
Come on, you'll be late. Miss your train.
It always begins. Everywhere the Germans go.
Do they know how many were taken?
They estimate 400. They've been taken to some sort of detention camp.
They won't be there for long, you'll see. They'll disappear. To where? Not even the resistance will know. It always begins.
This is Radio Orange, the voice of the Dutch people from London. Good evening, all our friends and loved ones in Holland. Most especially, we extend our respect and admiration to the people of Amsterdam, who, in order to express their indignation and outrage at the Nazi offenses against the Jewish population of their city, recently concluded a 3-day general strike against all major industry. The Queen wishes to extend her deepest respect for this act of moral and, yes, certainly physical courage in the face of the inevitable Nazi reprisals for this brave act of defiance. Good luck and God be with you, people of Amsterdam.
But you understand the strikers knew what would happen. And still it didn't stop them from doing what they wanted to do. To show us we have friends. To show us their hearts.
Nor did it stop the Germans from showing us theirs today.
What do you mean, Mama?
The fact is, they issued some rather unfortunate rules today, girls.
What kind of rules?
Well, we won't be permitted to stay in hotels anymore, or patronize cafes, or restaurants, or cinemas. Libraries and public parks will also be out of bounds for us, I'm sorry to say. But never you mind. You'll be amazed how much you can learn to do without, if you really have to. Meanwhile, there's one law they can't stop us from breaking. And I see it's time to break it.
Germans are trying to jam it again.
What would the Nazis really do if they caught us listening to Radio Orange and the BBC, Daddy?
But they can't catch us, can they? How can they possibly know which Jewish people are listening to the radio and which aren't? So there's nothing they can do about it, is there?
Come on. Move on. Come on.
Here's your change.
Thank you.
I don't know if the Americans being in the war will be of much help to us, Miep.
Of course it will, Mrs. Sampson, absolutely.
They have to fight the Japanese. How much will they be able to fight the Germans? And they're only in North Africa, not even in Europe yet.
America is a huge country with many men for fighting. We only have to be patient. Oh, marvelous. Absolutely.
Will you dare to do that?
If the Nazis want to put yellow stars in the Jews, we'll show them plenty of yellow.
Thank you, Dominic.
You've got to hand it to these Dutch. They've got guts. According to Radio Orange, the Dutch and the Danes are the only people in occupied Europe who had the nerve to stand up to the Germans in ways like this. Did you hear that? It takes guts.
We're going to speak to Miep today, Herman.
Today?
I think it's time. Do you agree?
Yes. Yes, I agree.
Miep, I have a secret to confide to you. You know, of course, that there are Jews here in Amsterdam and elsewhere, surely, who have gone into hiding.
Yes.
Mrs. Frank and I have decided to take that course of action. We will go into hiding with Margot and Anna. Mr. Van Daan and his wife and son will join us.
Yes, I see.
As for the business, Mr. Cophurst and Mr. Kraler will be able to keep things going, and I will be available for consultation. Miep, would you be willing to help take care of us while we're in hiding?
Absolutely.
Don't answer too quickly, Miep. You know the punishment for those who help the Jews is harsh. Imprisonment, certainly, sometimes.
We needn't discuss that any further, Mr. Frank. Just tell me what you want me to do.
Me? I wonder if you get your coat and come with me, would you?
No?
Why not? A bit of a break from all this routine drudgery. Do you good. Come on. This is it.
There you are, madame.
Good day, Mr. Hendricks. See you next week.
Ah! How are you, Van Daan?
I could complain, but why bother? They give me half a pound of this, such as it is. Allow me to introduce my friend, Mrs. Gies.
You're looking quite fit, Van Daan.
It's all these miles of walking lately. You Protestants don't know what you're missing in the benefits. Not allowing the Jews on the streetcars anymore and taking away our bicycles is the best thing the Krauts ever did for us by way of our health. Best not let them know, however. All they'll have is back on the streetcars and nothing flat. Well, back to the office for us.
Mr. Van Daan, I don't understand why you wanted me.
Look at it this way. In this life, it never hurts to know an honest butcher.
Hello? What's the matter, dearest? What is it? Now, calm down, Eddie. And tell me what's happened.
It was so good of you to come. We didn't want to alarm you calling you so late in the evening. But the fact is...
The fact is, Margot received a summons today to report for transit to a labor camp in Germany.
Oh, my God. When?
Tomorrow. No, we aren't.
But she's only 16 years old.
It doesn't matter to them. It doesn't matter.
Is there anything that can be done, Mr. Frank?
Yes. Now, we aren't as prepared as we would like to be, of course, but this development makes it necessary for us to go into hiding immediately, do you see?
Tonight.
Tomorrow morning. Are you still willing to help us, Miep?
What do you want me to do?
And we still have one bicycle. I held it back when we were required to turn them in. Margot will use that if you will take her to the hiding place. It will be fast. It is an hour's walk from here to the office. She won't wear her star. We will follow along right after. Now, you understand the situation, Miep. You will be with a Jew who is riding an illegal bicycle and is without her star.
Yes, you go on up. I'll be up again later. But stay away from the windows. Don't make any noise. Do you understand? The office will be opening soon.
Father has explained everything. Couldn't I wait down here for them to come?
No, it wouldn't be safe. They'll be along very soon.
Jefferson Company, may I help you? Yes? Oh, yes, it was sent this morning. Not at all. Goodbye.
Thank you, Miep.
Good day.
Welcome.
Have you had any luck in regard to the ration books?
Jon has contacted his friends in the underground. They'll provide us with forged ration books for all of you. No questions asked, of course.
That's excellent.
Now, what about my cigarettes?
Have you had the chance to go by our flat, Miep?
I passed by there yesterday, Mrs. Fondon. I'm sorry to have to tell you. It appears they've emptied it out.
Ah, well.
Oh. All of our lovely furniture. All our pretty things. All gone. All gone.
No. No. It's all to the good. It's a good sign. It means they've given up on our returning. They know we've disappeared for certain. They'll forget all about us.
You could have hardly expected to go back when this is all over and find things as they were, Petronella. You are not being realistic.
When this is all over, you'll be able to go
Here
out.
is our shopping list, Miep.
Don't tell me that.
Just do what you can.
Everything's in good order here. Coppers, thank you.
Well, it's back to work for me.
Mr. Frank, the shopping list. I think we'll be able to manage most of it, but I'm afraid our ration coupons simply won't provide this much meat.
I believe Mr. Van Daan has seen to that.
You may recall me a little walk we took together a couple of months ago for a bit of shopping.
May I presume that a certain butcher will be quite cooperative by way of ration coupons?
It never hurts to know an honest butcher.
May I help you, please?
I'm not quite sure what I need. Why don't you wait on this gentleman?
Sir?
See if you can find me 6 pork chops. If there was some meat on them, that would help.
Can you believe that? I seem to have lost my list. I'll be back late.
As you wish, madam.
I found it.
Continued its pursuit in North Africa of Rommel's shattered army. British columns were said to be 200 miles west of El Alamein, close to the Libyan border. The United States Navy announced that army forces on Guadalcanal Island have attacked Japanese troops to the east of the airfield. It was also announced...
Absetzen! Die 68 da! Aufbrechen! Jawohl! Los, hier! Aufbrechen! Und schnell! Machen Sie schon! Keine Faxen! Rein mit dir, du! Holen Sie dich schon ein! Los! Das weißt du doch!
Are you certain it was the man you knew?
Don't I know Mr. Bloomberg when I see him? Well, he drives along the street since before the war, and suddenly one day he's gone. Certainly it was him. All this time hiding with Mr. and Mrs. Van Dunkel. They were betrayed, you know. They must have been betrayed.
Yes, possibly. Or they became careless.
I don't think so. Not Mr. Van Dunkel. He's too clever. He's a very clever man. He's a professor at the university. No. They were betrayed. I just know it in my bones. For 5 guilders. That's what the Germans are paying for Jews in hiding now, you know. 5 guilders. Well, at least I'll know what I'm worth, Miep.
What do you mean?
I've made my decision, Miep. I'm going into hiding. You and Jan can stay on here, of course. In fact, I'll be thankful for it. If the flat was left unoccupied, you know what would happen. In no time, there'd be a van out there being filled with all my possessions, and I'd come back to nothing. Assuming, of course, that I come back.
Dinner offered by the secret annex on the occasion of the anniversary of the marriage of Mr. and Mrs. Gies Esquire. To begin, bouillon à la Miep, followed by roast beef Hendrix medium rare, after which there will be salad Richelieu, salad hollandaise, and 1 potato. And finally, sugar, cinnamon, and raspberry juice to be served with coffee, cream, and various dessert surprises. Voila! I want you to have it as a keepsake of this special occasion.
We'll keep it always, I promise.
Maybe on your next anniversary, you might consider inviting us all to your home.
Consider it done.
We'll be there.
Oh, we haven't seen a cake like that since we left home.
The icing is a speciality of Margot's.
What do you think of the situation in Stalingrad, Mr. Gies? Well, it seems to me as though the Russians are making a terrific fight of it, Peter.
You can bet the crowds in Stalingrad would rather be in North Africa fighting the Americans. At least it's warmer.
How far is it from North Africa to Italy, Papa?
Oh, not far, darling.
Escape on the jump. The Allies will be invading Italy within 6 months. Mark my words.
Well, it still seems to me that the best news is what Miep has told us. And much closer to home that the roundups have stopped.
Oh, it's been weeks and weeks since the last one.
Maybe they're only making room in the death camps for more.
Well, Miep, Jan, you might be interested to know that while we rely on you for events of the outside, Anna is keeping track of all the news in here.
Such as it is. Writing it all down in your little book, aren't you, darling?
Yes. It seems we have a writer in the family.
Revealing all of our darkest secrets, no doubt. Scribble, scribble, scribble.
Anna doesn't scribble.
There are no dark secrets. And even if there were, I certainly wouldn't reveal them. It's a strictly private matter between me and myself. May I please be excused, Daddy?
Anna can sometimes be awfully sensitive.
That's more than can be said for some people.
More coffee, Jan?
May I come in?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry I was so rude. But really, sometimes... Well, how can a person expect to remain calm and polite all the time in a situation that's so completely... well, not normal? Can you imagine having to sit in one place all day, every day, without moving unless it's absolutely necessary from morning to night? I don't know what I'd do if it wasn't for you and Jan and the others. And there's just no telling how long it's going to last, is there? That's the worst part of it, I suppose. Not knowing when it will be over and when we can go back to our normal lives.
I know it isn't the same as being locked away and hiding as you all are. But the way I try to think of the occupation is that every day that passes is one day less of it. Sometimes it helps to think of it that way.
Yes. I see what you mean. I'll try to do that. In the meantime, do you know what I would adore to happen?
What?
I would adore it if you and Jan could come and spend the night here with us one night.
Well, I'm not quite sure that would be convenient for everyone, Anna.
Oh, it would be no trouble at all. Look, you could stay here in our room and Margot and I could sleep in Mommy and Daddy's room. It would be no trouble. I'll ask Daddy. If he says yes, will you? Will you stay the night with us, you and Jan?
Well, if it's all right with the others, we'd be delighted.
Oh, that would be wonderful. I know he'll say yes. I'll wait till tomorrow to ask him, though. He's probably not too pleased with me just now for being so rude to Mrs. Van Daan.
Oh.
I wonder, could you do something for me, Miep?
Whatever I can.
Could you bring me something more to write in? I'm running out of space in my diary. Daddy gave it to me, you know, on my last birthday. Just before. Well, just before we came here.
I'm sure I'll find you something. I kept a diary long ago when I was about your age.
Do you have it still?
No, I threw it away.
Oh, you should have kept it for always.
Sometimes I wish I had. It might be amusing to know what kind of girl I was then.
Exactly. I'm keeping mine for always.
I don't know what to say. I always expected something like this.
Okay, pull. Yeah.
all feeling like I don't know what to say.
I don't know who else. Do you see?
It could be suicide, of course, but more likely the poor fellow simply died in hiding and had to be disposed of by his protectors. Rinse. I have decided I must go into hiding, Miep. Mrs. Dussel and I have discussed the possibility and decided it would be for the best that I find a safe address.
Only you?
My wife is a Lutheran.
Oh, yes, of course, I'd forgotten.
She wants to go with me, but I've insisted. Why should she suffer for me in that way? You wouldn't happen to know of a safe address, would you, Miep, by any chance? I only ask because I know you and your husband have been good friends to us. For all I know, you may have helped the Franks and found Barnes to escape. Oh, my God. How long has it been since they all disappeared? 6 months? More? I only hope they are safe in Switzerland someplace. But I don't ask. It's none of my business. Well, if you should hear of a place that might be possible for me. Open.
I don't know, Jan.
No.
I'd have to think it over. But of course there would have to be some discussion with the others.
I understand.
Have you looked for other possibilities?
Yes, we have. To no avail so far. That's why we decided to discuss the possibility with you.
Of course you've said nothing to Dussel about us here.
Absolutely not.
Well, I hope you enjoy your stay at the Hotel Secret Annex. If you are half as comfortable as Anna is delighted, you should have a decent night of it. After tonight, you will never want to stay in the Hotel de l'Europe again.
It's my card.
Good night. That was my card. I put it. Good night.
Sleep well.
You took two.
No, you took two the last
No,
time.
you took two when I put it down. It's my...
Everyone would have to agree to it, of course.
But naturally, I wanted to discuss it with you first.
If it comes to a vote, mine will be yes. How could we refuse, Otto?
It will be a strain in every way.
Better that than the thought of what might happen if we were to turn him away.
As you say, how can we refuse? We'll talk to the others in the morning.
Who can tell? Another face might actually be something of a relief. God knows he's a far better bridge player than Petronella van Daan.
Are you asleep?
Not yet. What are you thinking?
That in the morning we're free to leave here and live our normal lives. For the first time, I think I begin to know just the littlest bit what it's like to be them.
I don't know how to thank you. Where is it to be?
We can't tell you, dear doctor. Only...
When? Tomorrow. Tomorrow? But that's impossible.
Delay is dangerous. You begin to make preparations, you can't help it. Someone notices, who knows who, becomes suspicious. It's too dangerous.
Yes, right. Whatever you say. Will you be very far away in the country? Can you tell me that?
No, doctor, we can't tell you. I'm sorry.
Tell me what you can.
Tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, you go to distress. Wait there on the street. Carry as little as possible, nothing that would make you conspicuous. The best way is to wear several layers of clothing. That's the usual thing, but don't overdo it. A man will approach you and say, "Follow me, please." That's all there is to it.
And don't wear your star.
But that's dangerous. What if I'm... Yes, I see what you mean.
Follow me, please. Quickly, please, Doctor.
Good God, what the hell is going on here? Pardon my French.
Come and see, Doctor.
What are you doing? Don't rush me or you'll get burnt.
This is amazing. I would never have dreamt it.
Welcome to the secret annex, Dr. Dussel.
Switzerland would have been better, Doctor, but we make the best of it.
Come on. Come on, everybody. The breakfast is ready.
If only I knew where he was. It would help a little, I think.
Secrets fly, Mrs. Dussel. Things are best left as they are. The fewer who know, the safer it is.
What happens if they die? These people in hiding. What happens if they become ill and die? The Germans have increased the reward for the Jews in hiding, you know. Must be because there are so few of them left. Have you noticed? One doesn't see many Jews about in the streets anymore. When it all began, I recall Albert telling me there were 140,000 Jews in Holland. I wonder how many are left.
What's happened?
Miep.
I told you it was going to be all right, didn't I? I knew it, I told you.
It was only natural to think it was the Germans down there.
I said it might only be burglars, I was right.
It was helpful to have an optimist around.
What happened?
Burglars. Well, Mr. Coppers, that was a close one, I'd say. Obviously, we owe you special thanks for the inspiration of that bookcase.
Absolutely. Without that, those hoodlums will be through the door and nothing flat, turning us all in.
What's the current German price on us? Still 5 guilders apiece?
That's assuming, of course, they didn't hear us moving about up here. If they did, they might well be squawking to the Green Police this very minute. So far, so good. Cophouse, when this ridiculous nightmare is over, I'll buy you the biggest bottle of champagne to be found in all Amsterdam.
There's nothing original about it at all. Do you know, it was always in those spooky films, the hidden door behind the bookcase. What was the name of that fellow always in those films, Anna?
Bela Lugosi.
It's the fellow, the one with the cape. Always the hidden door behind the bookcase. It was obvious.
In that case, we should all write a letter of thanks to Mr. Lugosi.
I'll sharpen his teeth at no charge for the rest of his life.
Los, keine Gegend mehr! Bitte, wir werden hier! Herr Peter! Rein hier, du! Peter! Nicht mehr da rein! Durchschreien! Los, abfahren! Los! Ruhe! Halt den Stopp!
What's the matter with you? Are you totally crazy? Can't you obey the simplest of rules?
Damn you all! You vile, rotten people! You think you own the world and everyone in it. You don't own the world. You'll never own it. Never. And every day you're losing more and more of what you did own of it. And thank God for that. Our day will come. And when it does, we'll make you pay for everything. For everything you've done.
Something terrible has happened. Hendricks has been arrested. What? Hello, Mr. Dortman.
Hello there, Mrs. Gies. An arrest, you say? Not a friend of yours, I hope?
Well, no, he isn't a friend exactly. He was my butcher.
Butcher? Safe to guess what brought about that arrest, then. Black market, no doubt. A Jew?
No, he isn't a Jew.
There are some Christians who are not altogether kosher either, eh, Corolla? Better luck next time in your choice of a butcher. Heil Hitler.
Have a safe journey, Mr. Dortman.
Thank you.
Just dropped in out of nowhere. On his way back to Germany, visiting the branch offices and complaining about the quality of the product. It was all I could do to refrain from reminding him that if they hadn't started the war, the quality of the product would be as good as it ever was.
I have to go sit down. My knees are shaking. Anna, I've brought you some more notebooks.
Oh, thank you, Miep. That's wonderful.
Oh.
Miep. What's your opinion on the Americans invading Italy? Why didn't they invade France as they've been promising is what I'd like to know. Italy is so far away. It will take them an awfully long time to get here from Italy, don't you think?
I have also brought you a little gift. I don't know if it'll fit. You're growing so fast.
Have you noticed? I think Peter has.
Shoes. Only second-hand, but I think pretty good.
Oh, Miep. For me. Oh, they're beautiful. I've never had high-heeled shoes.
Well, it's time you had. Try them on, see if they fit.
Oh, I feel like I'm going to fall on my face.
We all do at first. You'll get used to it. Walk.
Only one egg a person. It's hardly worth the waiting.
Hello? Good morning, Mr. Kopaus. What news? Oh, my God. Is it true? Are you certain? Oh, my God. Yes, yes. Thank you, Mr. Kopaus. Thank you. Jan? Jan, they've come!
Troops of the United States, Great Britain, and Canada. General Eisenhower's communique was calculated to give little information to the enemy. We repeat again the full text of his message broadcast earlier this morning, the 6th of June, 1944.
People of Western Europe. A landing was made this morning on the coast of France by troops of the Allied Expeditionary Force. This landing is part of the concerted United Nations plan for the liberation of Europe, made in conjunction with our great Russian allies. I have this message for all of you. Although the initial assault may not have been made in your own country, the hour of your liberation is approaching. All patriots, men and women, young and old, have a part to play in the achievement of final victory. To members of resistance movements,
Wir haben noch 22 Fälle hier, die wir noch herrufen.
Ja, das muss ich trotzdem.
Und dann machen wir das Alphabet.
They say they can't find a work order anywhere. Well,
Shall we discuss your friends upstairs?
We must keep calm, they may only be sniffing around.
I think they know. I think they know.
Miep, the Russian books.
Oh my God. Jan, what's wrong here?
Are they found? Not yet.
I think they know, Jan.
Don't make it easier for them, Jan. Now, take the Russian books out of here. Ellie, go with Jan.
Yes, Ellie, go with Jan. Get away. Go.
You.
Back already? You're working too hard, Jan. You should at least take your full lunchtime.
It doesn't take very long to eat what little there is these days, does it?
No, you can say that again.
Papers. Born in Vienna. I was born in Vienna, too. You shame your German blood.
As you can see, I'm married to a Dutchman. I'm Dutch.
You're a German slut helping to hide Jewish garbage. You betray the fatherland, you shame your people, and you shame me. I expect no more from this Dutch trash, but you... How dare you display such contempt for one of the Führer's greatest personal wishes by harboring these specimens of Jew filth? I can't believe you are so stupid as not to have understood the consequences of your disgusting actions. Are you prepared for them now? Are you prepared to share the fate of your Jew friends? Or the punishment of these Dutch Jew lovers? You are a stupid, stupid woman. So, what am I going to do with you? What am I going to do with you? I tell you frankly that only our common blood gives me the slightest hesitation in that regard. You have that to thank and nothing else for whatever shred of sympathy I might feel for you at this moment.
That and nothing else, you understand? Do you understand?
I can only say that I am prepared for whatever consequences there may be.
Los, absitzen! Recht die Tür auf! Zweimal Folge!
Sehr geehrter LKW. Rein da!
Jetzt müssen wir schon wieder klettern, ne?
Mal sehen, wie die das gemacht haben hier, nicht?
Ohne die gehen wir nicht nach Hause, garantiere ich dir.
Rein hier jetzt!
Maybe we could buy them back.
What?
If we could get enough money together, we could take up a collection. There are plenty who would contribute. Maybe we could buy them back.
Darling.
There have been rumors, you know as well as I do, that the Germans can sometimes be approached now that they're losing the war.
And you know as well as I, after all these years, the reliability of rumors.
But maybe we could. Maybe we could buy them back.
In respect to what?
To our friends. How much money would it take to free them?
Ha You think we're in the business of selling Jews?
I thought that it might be possible to appeal to...
If we were in the business of selling Jews, we'd all be millionaires now. In 30 seconds, you will either be out on the street on your way home, or you will be in transit to the Amersfoort camp to join your Dutch friends. One or the other. I can promise you.
I shall be brief. The Germans have capitulated unconditionally. The war is over.
Miep. And then, of course, when we arrived at Auschwitz, they separated the men from the women. This was standard procedure. But there were sometimes ways of keeping track of others in the camp, the usual grapevine sort of thing. After some months, October, I think, Anna and Margot and Mrs. Van Daan were transferred to Bergen-Belsen. Edith, I'm sorry to have to tell you, Edith won't be coming back. She died in Auschwitz infirmary sometime during the winter. Van Daan, I saw with my own eyes on his way to the gas chamber.
Oh, God.
Just before the Russians liberated the camp, the Germans took a great many of the younger, stronger men with them in their retreat. Peter was one of those. I don't know what happened to him. Not Dr. Dussel. I lost track of him altogether, I'm sorry to say.
And Mrs. Van Daan and the girls?
I have high hopes. Bergen-Belsen wasn't a death camp, you see. There were no gas chambers. And I think especially Anna and Margot, they are young, stronger. Anna will be 16 in just a week's time, you know? The 12th of June. Yes. I have high hopes. This is terribly kind of you, Miep. I can't thank you enough.
You're welcome to stay here for as long as you like, Mr. Frank. It would please us so very much if you would consider this your home until you can make more comfortable arrangements for yourself.
Well then, it would please me very much if you would call me Otto.
Oh, well, it's never seemed... Well, of course, if you'd prefer it, of course, Mr. But only outside of the office. I think it would be very awkward for me to be so informal at the office.
If you insist. Especially as there would be no office for me to come back to if not for you.
Fortunately, after Mr. Kopas was released, we're able to keep on keeping on.
It's such good news about him and Krala. I thought of them often and prayed God they wouldn't be severely punished.
Yes. May I?
Thank you.
Yes, fortunately, all our prayers were answered, in that respect at least. Now, what about these people you've spoken to who are trying to relocate prisoners from the camps? When might you have some news of Anna and Margot?
It's impossible to say. There are so many, Miep. Displaced persons, they call us. There are millions. Isn't it astonishing? Millions.
Just last week, after Mr. Krala came back, we talked about that day for the first time all together. Mr. Krala, Mr. Koophuis, and Ellie, and Jan and I. About who might have done it. Who might have been the one who betrayed you. But, of course, we could only suspect, speculate. I wonder if we'll ever know.
Do you want to, Miep?
Don't you?
No. I don't ever want to know. Come.
Good morning, Mr. Frank.
Good morning.
Your mail.
Thank you.
Have you heard the news this morning, sir? About this bomb?
Yes, I have. It seems inconceivable.
Maybe it will end the war over there.
Pray God.
Mr. Frank? Mr. Frank? Otto? Otto, are you all right?
Anna and Margot are not coming back, Miep.
Excuse me, Otto. I was saving this for Anna. We were only a few of the very, very many good Dutch people who did what we did, or more, much more, during those dark and terrible times, many years ago in time, always like yesterday, in the forever changed hearts of those of us who bore witness.